Hey everybody. Now there is one thing I will say, which is kind of a little bit negative in the picture, and I'm saying this for two reasons. Number one, because it is a reality, you got to call it out, and number two, just so you know, I'm not some kind of Pollyanna who just says everything is wonderful all the time. Now this particular thing I did mention last week, and it was last Thursday when the ECB said it is now going to buy high yield corporate bonds, junk bonds, okay? And I mentioned this at the time. It was the exact top in our stock rally. Things started to go down. And by the way, nobody else was talking about this except for me, and especially not in the context that it really is, which is that it's highly deflationary. Now, and we saw everything turn around right from that announcement that the ECB is going to be buying anywhere from 5 to 10 billion euro a month of high yield corporate bonds. This is another one of these ridiculous deflationary policies that these central banks have been implementing now for years with the asset purchases, stripping out income, and now this. So, unfortunately, this throws a little bit of a wrench into the outlook. I wouldn't say it turns it negative, but it knocked it down, I think, a little bit closer to neutral in terms of the growth outlook. You still have very strong spending growth here in the United States. You have strong spending growth in China. You had the Japan stimulus that we talked about, a month or so ago, and then the with the earthquake that they had there. But this is a new policy by the ECB. It is deflationary. You saw almost an immediate reaction in materials markets. They started to go down. Their rallies kind of aborted, and stocks too. That's why we really need here a Fed rate hike. Even though a lot of people, if they saw that initially, I know they would sell the market like crazy. But that puts back some of that interest income that the ECB is stripping out. So it does, bring us a little bit back more towards neutral. I don't know how much in that 5 to 10 billion euro a month, I don't know how much that equates to in terms of income being removed. We're going to get to see that. The ECB is going to post those numbers on a weekly basis. So I guess starting next week or later this week, I'm going to check out their website and see, what they put up there and how much actually they bought. But there you go again, folks. Another crazy policy, supposedly intended to stimulate, highly deflationary. Puts a little chink in my outlook anyway. Still staying long, still bullish, but I think just that moves us a little bit back more towards a neutral outlook. But I'll be updating you on this as I see it progress. Just wanted to let you know. Bye.